Militant affection. Militant affection.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Militant Affection. I'm your host, Matt Miller, and I am sitting in the dark, arranging all my drinks. I deserve to be in the dark right now. I'm about to make it completely dark. Wow. Excuse me. It is very dark right now. Let me make sure I'm recording. I did some drugs. You ever do drugs? You ever see drugs? You ever see, hey, does that man have drugs over there? And you're like, I don't know. Let me go ask him. You go, excuse me, sir. Do you have some drugs? And he goes, maybe about $10 worth. And you're like, I got $7. And he's like, I don't have any drugs. God, I don't know why whenever I start doing this, I always got a burp. A lot to talk about. I met this kid at a comedy show that sold drugs. This is all alleged. None of this actually happened. This is all stories. And he was like an ex-military guy. Again, I'm in the dark right now. I know you can't see me unless you watch it on YouTube at Matt Miller Comedy on YouTube, Matt Miller Real everywhere else. But if you do watch it on there, I'm in the dark right now. Anyway, I met this guy that sells drugs. He was a veteran that sold drugs. And I guess he had like brain trauma. He was a very ego-based person. He let me know how much he made pretty soon into the conversation. He told me he made $56 an hour being like a production assistant. He told me he worked on Samantha Bee, and I'm like, okay. I've never actually seen that show. And $56 an hour, and he had all these edibles, these weed edibles. And he's like, oh, don't, like, he gave me these, like, chocolate bears. He's like, don't take more than, like, 3 of these. I'll fuck you up. And I took a few of them, and I was fine. I ended up, like, I bought, like, 5 bags of edibles from him. Some of them were, like, a big piece of chocolate or multiple bears or, like, these little gummy bears. Or, like, they were big or, like, multiple shit. And he's like, oh, this will be, each one of these bags is 300 milligrams of weed. It was all bullshit. That night, I bought, like, 5 bags worth of shit. I ended up eating half of it. This was, like, a bunch of chocolate, some gummies. Because a lot of it, he gave me an extra bag of fucking chocolate. So I ended up eating 3 bags out of the 6 when he was telling me that each bag was 300, which under his things, that would mean I took 900 milligrams of edibles, which if you know anything about edibles, that's a fucking shit ton. That would fucking, I'd be like on the ground like, oh. Okay. But no, I was fucking fine. Yeah, I was fucked up. But whoever made these batch of fucking edibles, if it was him with his this is a Veterans Day episode. I do respect his serving, but maybe his brain injury affected his ability to make quality edibles. I don't know. I did a fucking comedy show in a place, and the people were very towny like folks in the town I was in. They were like nice working class people, you know, that I liked, but their intelligence may have been lower than I liked. And I feel like a lot of my humor just went over their little heads. Some people in the audience, this was a show I did recently, liked it actually. There was some younger people that liked it. There's a sect of people that liked it, but the real like hardcore towny people that showed up to the show I was doing, this is where I met this drug dealer /PA/veteran. They did not care for it. One lady heckled me during like a sex joke about like fucking my mom and like that's how I got mono, because I do a joke about I had mono this year, and I was like, well, she got it from eating your mom's pussy. That's what I said. This was a woman that she had to be in her 60s. And I thought this would be like my audience because I like to tell dirty jokes, but I guess I like to tell dirty jokes that people don't understand. Maybe I like to tell dirty jokes with a little bit of a twist. You know, they're a little smart. You know, a little smart joke. You hear the joke, you're like, ooh, that's a little smart. You hear my smart joke. He's so fucking smart. But yeah, I got it from this guy, and this drug dealer, like, he heckled me because I don't know if you've ever seen a picture of me. I guess I look like a fucking nerd I'm like this fat white guy that I'll dress in like dress clothes because my job requires it. So I'll be wearing dress clothes all the time. And I guess I look like a nerd, even though I hate nerd shit. And he was heckling me something about Pokemon cards, da da da, based off how I can't believe I said da da da. Well, anyhow, this is getting off topic. You don't even know what I usually say unless you've listened to a lot of this. But he's like, oh, go play Pokemon cards or some shit, da da da, and like some nerd shit based off how I look. And I'm like, I'm not even like that. I quit fucking video games. You know what I mean? I played Pokemon as a child. I fucking hate that shit. I fucking hate kid shit. I don't like kid shit at all. I'm an adult. I just jerk off to adult porn and eat adult sandwiches and walk around fucking being an adult. This guy's veteran was interesting. Like he dropped a don't listen to this part or take it out in case I get an SNL audition. But he dropped a chink line for his talking about his landlords. He just called them chinks offhand, like it didn't matter. Like he had no, like, just, woo. And he seemed sort of serious about it, like it wasn't a joke. About his place leaving, and he dropped a fag bomb later. And this is a very interesting individual. I wasn't sure if he was kidding or joking, if he was serious about all this shit. He dropped a fag bomb in reference to his car being hit. And I just wasn't ready for this language. Even though I'll talk with this language, and I know people that talk with it, but the people I talk to are dropping jokes. Sometimes I don't know if people are dropping jokes or they're being serious, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to know with people's languages and their intent, especially after they get a brain injury from fucking serving in the fucking military. He had his nice little girlfriend of 3 years with him. I have no comment on that. Let's just say someone else said she was a little butterfacey. No, I'm just kidding. No, this kid could probably kill me. So this is in reference to no one, because I fear for my life. He gave me these drugs to test out to see their potency, and frankly, they were pretty low. But no, he was all right. He kept being like, you know what I'm saying? I give you the guys this deal, you know what I'm saying? Normally I sell these for like 25, 30, but I'll give it to you for 15, you know what I'm saying? You always get this price. See what I'm saying? You're a friend of me, so da, da, da. And I'm like, fine, I see what you're fucking saying. And the guy wanted to keep talking and dropping stories, and I just wanted to leave. That's the thing about fucking, unless you're like friends with the drug dealer, it's so annoying to fucking listen to them jab on. I get it, blah, 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 blah. You sell drugs. I guess this is a recent thought right now. Like every relationship is like a parasital relationship. That's not entirely true, but to an extent it is, right? Like you go to the store, you never meet the people that create the food. You just buy it. Like you can buy it from a self-checkout, so you never have to deal with any human being. You receive a product from a store that thousands of humans, millions, whatever, have worked to put it there, and you don't interact with any of them, and you just get it, and they get your money from you. And it's just like we never really need to deal with anyone. Because like we can get anything we want, right? Guys pay fucking prostitutes for the girlfriend experience, right? Just to act like a girlfriend with them. Isn't that the silliest shit? It's so I don't know how guys do it. How guys can just be like, oh, this is nice. This girl is my girlfriend. This is the girlfriend experience. I'm just hanging out with this girl. This is a girlfriend experience. Oh, let's go to the park like a normal boyfriend-girlfriend. He. Isn't life grand? I'm not some repulsive idiot. Yeah, I don't know. It's a funny world. It's a funny place to be. People are so annoying. I gotta go to work tomorrow. It's fucking 1:27 a.m. I don't know why I record these so late. You know why I record these so late? Because that's what I fucking do. This is when my ideas come out the best. You know, it's the fun thing of, what was I saying? Parasital relationship. I barely explained that. But like everyone, there's a give and a take, even with your friends, right? There's like a fucking, you can have a leader friend, someone that makes plans, a friend that's funny, a friend that's reliable. Everyone is something to someone else, and that's the only reason these things connect, right? You're just something to someone else. And nothing is real, and nobody is, fucking, there's no love. It's all fucking computers and a system, and we make up fucking emotion. I don't know if I actually believe this. This is a lot of rambling off into nothing here. I'm drinking water out of a Powerade bottle right now. I was drinking gin earlier. I have gin in this cup, but I really don't feel like drinking it right now. This gin is fucking, because I smoked all my weeds and all my edibles. Yeah, and after a fucking day, these edibles all fucking mushed up into mush. Like, the chocolate all melted, even in, like, the fucking gummy is all gummavised into fucking soup, and I had to put them in the freezer. This dude's shit was shit. But yeah, we're all just taking things from each other. I wouldn't bother anyone if people didn't bother me. That's how I've always kind of lived. Maybe that's pussy shit. But like when people fuck with me, that's when I fuck with them, right? I don't initially just fuck with people. Like if someone's fucking hit me, I'm gonna hit back, but I never just hit first. But some people are the people that hit first, and maybe they get further in life. Maybe you get things get better if you're the aggressor. But I don't. I mean, you could be a nice aggressor. Why am I talking about this? It's fucking. You ever grow up as a dude? What do chicks do? Grow up as a dude. All we do is fuck with one another, right? We're always pushing and prying and seeing how much we can get away with our friends, and it's probably some kind of like ready for the real world experiment, where like the real world just fucks with you hard, right? Every day you're just getting fucked with and oh god, so fucked with. And like growing up with you and your friends, even nowadays, we're just always fucking making fun of each other, like fucking pulling pranks or whatever, just being assholes. And that's just part of the fucking game of life. You're always gonna get fucked with. At no point can you not be fucked with. You gotta, you can try to be distant from other people, but you can't do everything on your own. You're always gotta go into the thick of thing and just expect to be fucked with. I don't know. I don't even know why I brought that up. I know why I brought that up. Because I thought about it. And I'm just sitting in the dark. And I'm having all these wild, dark thoughts. And I don't mean like evil dark thoughts, but dark thoughts. There was another school shooting, right? Another fucking an Asian kid killed 2 people, 3 people injured. Then he tried to kill himself. I haven't really checked it. And I put out this video, this like satirical school shooter video, like right before it. So maybe I am the guy that influenced him. I'm just kidding. That would be awful. That would not be good. I put it on Instagram originally, and it was taken down at Matt Miller Real. And then I put it back on Instagram and YouTube, and that actually it was kept up. And then a few days ago, I was just getting really high off fucking weed. And maybe I was doing cocaine. And I don't know why I would put those two together, but just to keep staying awake and being high. And I got super paranoid and deleted it from everywhere. I'm like, what about my employer would be okay with this? And then I've recently decided, fuck it. Who cares? I don't even have a job. I just Miranda the streets, you know what I mean? Why would I fucking even have a job? I'm a comedian, I put out jokes. I put out videos. I don't need a fucking job. You get what I'm saying? Or am I lying? Or does nothing matter? Or is the end near? I can't believe I'm just in the dark right now. I can't believe it. But yeah, another school shooter, that's awful. And they're like, and the articles are pretty funny because they're like, this kid, he had a girlfriend. He was pretty well liked. He was on the honor roll. He did sports. It was just like, he seemed like an average kid. I don't know how he could have done it. Well, I don't think school shooters do things because they're bullies or fucking because they get bullied. Because if you look at like Columbine or whatever, they shot up the school because I think they found a fundamental flaw in the way like humans are, and like they thought people were dumb. It was more like of the sadistic hatred of humanity, and then like, oh, we get bullied too much. Maybe that contributed to it, but I think the random acts of violence are more just like fuck the system acts of violence. Like you come to it's more of like a kind of like a Joker type thinking, right? Where it's just like everything fucking sucks. The way things are set up sucks. Everything fucking sucks. Might as well just kill random people. Nothing matters. And I think that's the mind state of a lot of these mass shooters. Or maybe I'm wrong. That's just my opinion. So that's not something that can be fixed by like putting in anti-bully sort of rhetoric or like banning guns. You know, that's not ending that fucking mentality that this is all fucking retarded. I don't know how to end that reality. I don't, but it's not what we're doing. It's not a culture of violence. It's not the guns. It's not the bullying. It's more, I mean, this is all my projection onto why mass shootings happen in America so much. But we sort of have a capitalistic society. We sort of have, I'm trying to think of why it happens here more than other places. I mean, our music and I don't blame the entertainment and like TV, you know, we got a lot of good movies, a lot of happy endings. We have this, I mean, I think there's generally an idea of a hierarchy. Definitely when working a job, you got you, and then there's your boss, and there's your boss's boss, and there's your boss's boss's boss. And there's the idea of being like rich is a thing, and having like brand name items is like consumerism is a big thing, and like having certain like the idea certain people are better, like we want equality, but for some reason certain people are better. I don't know. We give away. I mean, then we give out fucking participation trophies, which I'm against. So maybe I'm against my whole idea of. I didn't really get anywhere. I don't know how to stop people from thinking this is all useless, is all I'm saying. Because, like, I kind of think it's all useless, but I'm not going to go shoot up anything. That's ridiculous. You got to look at the bright side, you know? The bright side is I can record things at frickin' 1:35 in the morning with all the lights out, speaking into a microphone, just straight riffing. You know, trying to come to decisions about how the world is and how to make it better for all the people living in it. Maybe if we were all just nicer to each other, you know? We took care of each other, you know? We fucking licked each other's dicks until we all came, you know? Licked each other's pussies, or licked whatever you have between your legs until we come. I don't know. I want to help the world, you know? Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't want to help the world. Maybe I just want to go crazy. Maybe I just want to eat nuts. Maybe fucking what happened here? Why did my computer suddenly do what it did? Don't pay attention to me. Don't worry, we're still recording. 18:15 in, guys. Guys, at this point, I'd like to thank everyone for listening to my bullshit. Because I am a bullshit man. And everything I do it for you. Oh, man. Let me see. What's going on with the most recent school shooting? Most recent school shooting is finally what we're getting into, fellers and ladies. Ooh, a student wrote a poem about how the Santa Clarita school shooting made her feel. How sweet. Let's see this fucking poem. Okay. Alright, you can't. What is it fucking. Wait. Can I click here? Okay. Oh, this is from Parkland. Maybe it would make more sense to read this one from Parkland than hers. That way it's not so close to the event and I'm making fun of it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, this is from Parkland, the Parkland shooting. This was our home, but you turned off the lights, broke through our windows, and robbed us of life. Okay, this so far relates to me right now, because I'm in the dark. This was our home, but you tore down the walls, stole all that we loved with hope that we'd fall. Apparently, I know how to read, frankly, this is just pretty easy poem writing. But a home is a home, and to live is to fight. We build a new window and search for new light. That's not going to bring back all the teens that died, though. So you can write... Ah, man, this feels bad. Everything feels bad. I just feel bad all day, you know? I don't even know it's funny or not funny anymore. I know I call myself a comedian, but, like... As a student, as a sister, I can say on both counts I don't feel safe in any American school, and I won't until we address this real issue. Mental illness is a problem. It is not the problem. It is an entirely non-violent person experiencing mental illness. I promise you. Oh, okay. My prayers and condolences to the families of victims of the terrible Florida shooting. No child, teacher, or anyone should ever have to feel unsafe in an American school. So then this is saying that, like, mental illness isn't the cause of the problem. Like, because you can be mentally ill and non-violence. What the fuck am I reading right now? Why am I even reading this? I'm supposed to be sitting in the dark, and all of a sudden I'm Googling school shooter quotes? That's such a weird fucking thing. I remember in school... we had to do like lockdown trainings where we shut off the lights and hid in our rooms. That was fun. That was always a good time. Oh, let's do a lockdown and hide in our rooms. It's a fucking school shooting. Oh, how nice. How nice this is. To be fucking in a fucking dark room during a school shooting. And this is how we live in our lives. Whew. Riffs. All right. What the fuck am I listening to? These kids are talking. I don't want to hear this. The most recent one here. Someone said that his name is Nathan. His mom is the sweetest woman I've ever met. Well, she raised a school shooter, so you don't know how it is behind closed doors. She could be an evil woman. You can show face as a good woman. But then if your kid shoots off a school, maybe you were a bad woman. Maybe you were a bad mama. A bad babe. A bad babe. Yeah. This is what it's come down to. A bad babe. And frankly, guys, so yesterday I just fucking I did my edibles. Maybe did a little cocaine. Maybe drank a little water. I ate some Eggo waffles. I'm just listing off my life and how I live. And I just kind of got fucked up all day. And I wasted all day doing nothing. I could have recorded this, but I didn't. Life is meaningless. Oh, man. Just wasted a day. I'm just a fucking addict, you know? I just like to get high. Looking at any moment just to get high. And I gotta make my art, you know, connect with the people with my art. Gonna send the art out into the world. Hey everyone, here's my art. Would you like some of my art? Would you like me to fart my art all over your fucking face? I'm just gonna check my phone right here just to look at my Instagram because I'm addicted to that. I think I'm a real, like, fucking dopamine head fucking kind of guy, you know what I mean? Just checking out fucking serotonin, man. Whew, love serotonin. I'm just like trying to make my brain all fizzly and gizzly. And it's just how it be. It's just how it be, bitch. I did ecstasy. I don't know if I talked about this last time. And nothing really happened. I just didn't feel anything. But then, like, yeah, okay, so that was this week. And then, like, Tuesday, I was feeling like shit. I was feeling like so shitty. And, like, I was like, oh, there's nothing to live for. Fuck everyone. And I was looking up girls I used to date and shit. And I was getting, like, the downside from ecstasy without ever feeling the upside. And it's just like, of course that's what happens. So, yeah, fuck ecstasy. It could have been shitty. It was also from that same fucking veteran kid drug dealer gave me that ecstasy. And so that shit was shitty. But yeah, addict life. Life of an addict. I'm not that addicted to anything. I get what I need to get done. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, in conclusion, killing people is bad. You shouldn't kill anyone, but things are very annoying. If you try to get what you want, you don't always get it. I am the truth of empire. You can try forever to receive what you want in life and never attain it, and then eventually just die. So what is the point? Well, I don't know. Man, maybe I'm still feeling remnants from that fucking ecstasy today. No, I just normally have this fucking negative fucking outlook, and I'm trying not to be so negative all the time, but it's tough not to be. You know what it is? Everyone's just so annoying. I hate when people are predictable, when people look like how they are and act like how, like, oh, of course that's your opinion, and no one has a nuanced way of thinking, and people just like the same music and the same movies, and everyone is just like, there's like a basic bitch is what they say, or a basic fucking dude bitch, a ditch, and they're just like, oh, that's your opinion on that? Of course it is. That have no, or like, even if they like their humor somehow relates to like the kind of humor I like, but I think they like it just because it's dirty and not, I don't know. I just think there's a lot of dumb people that just like basic shit, and that's fine. That's what it's for. It needs to exist to have like a baseline on the world, but it's just annoying, you know, dating and just talking to all these fucking bitches. But no, I've met some cool chicks that are into other shit, and that's nice. That aren't just fucking watch TV, watch the same shows, listen to the same music. I hate karaoke. Not because I'm embarrassed. I go on stage all the time. I just like hate singing songs. I don't enjoy singing songs. And like, I don't enjoy singing like hacky songs that people want to hear. I would rather just listen to it. I don't want to hear. Well, I mean, if I were given the choice, I'd rather just listen to it. I don't want to hear someone sing it. I don't want to hear me sing it. It's not fun to me to watch my friends sing songs. I don't enjoy that. Or me sing songs. I'm not a karaoke person. This is really going all over the place. I am in the dark, and our lives are in the dark. And one day we'll find God, if a God exists. I like talking about God even without believing about God, because that's just the God guy I am. But yeah, the purpose is not to go shoot everyone. That's the purpose. What is the purpose? When will you be happy? When will a person be happy? You know, people they go after their dreams, you know, their dream job, their dream spouse, their dream shoes, their dream cat. And rarely does someone achieve their dreams. And maybe nobody does, you know. People always want more. So what's the point? I wish I could give you a better answer. Maybe I need to go back on Prozac again. Maybe that's what I need to do. It just seems like you go through every day. Like, I can make jokes, I can make art, I can talk to friends, I can have a girlfriend, I can see my parents, I can fucking have siblings, I can go to work. I may have already said that. I can eat. I can do all these things, but why? Why? Just so I fucking can get high off drugs at a different time? I don't know. I feel like the ending of this, I'm really stepping into my soul. Really discovering a Matt that's self-aware. Are you self-aware? Are people self-aware out there? Do they think about their own existence and what their point is? I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to go to work tomorrow. Work is easy. I already said earlier that I don't work, so maybe I'm just lying. I'm trying to create a very absurdist podcast where you're unsure of what I say is true or not, or what is happening, because I'm really afraid to express myself, even through this audio fucking format. But I will say, I think I do express myself more than others really do. I just want to be real. I just want to be a real man. I just want you to see me and be like, that's a real fucking guy who really tried. I know he's fat, but he just can't stop eating. He's such a fat fuck that can't stop eating. Well, shut up, okay? Shut up. Food is fucking delicious. God, I want to come to some sort of conclusion about why are we doing all this? Why are we doing all this? It's funny, the transition from, like, you go to, like, it just is basic. Like, you go to school, and then maybe you work a job after. You go to school, you work a job. Transitioning over into, like, having, like, a real full day job, and then, like, pursuing other interests. It's a very interesting transition. Because even when you're going to school and shit, things are still not real. And then once they're real and you're paying bills and shit, you're like, this is it. I'm an adult. I can do what I want. And then, I mean, I guess it's financially determined, and a lot of people in the world can't do what they want. But this is all getting besides the point. Like, what is this? What are we searching for? What are we trying to find? How are we trying to be? There's all this debate about comedy. You know, should it have meaning? Shouldn't it? Should it just be laughs? I think the laughs are the meaning. The laughs are the meaning, because laughs is so pure and full of life that, like, no message of, like, greater humanity could be better than making someone laugh. Because that's so pure and real. Well, isn't that nice? But why? Why do I do it? I don't know. I'm fucking tired right now. I basically just do everything because I can, I guess. I can do it. And then there's a few nice moments in between, and there's a lot of shitty moments that make me so fucking angry. But I don't do anything, because I don't do anything bad, because that's wrong. So all in all, just fucking do what you do. You know? All in all, fucking do what you do. Because there's nothing else you could do other than doing what you do. Don't hurt anyone, and, you know, try to fucking be cool. Or something. I don't give a fuck. There's no point. May God have mercy on your soul. I think I might have to leave this one on a cliffhanger. I got nothing good else to say. Things are just so difficult all the time. Or they're not. Or they're easy. We're all just blips on the radar of life anyhow. So I appreciate everyone that listens and makes it this far. And don't take things too seriously, I guess is the message. You shouldn't take anything seriously. Everything's a joke. Just fuck around. Try to have fun. You gotta have shit to get shit and be shit. So just do shit and be a guy who does shit that lives life. I've been at Matt Miller Real and everything, Matt Miller Comedy on YouTube. This has been another riveting episode of truth-tellingness on the fucking Militant Affection podcast. Don't let shitty people bring you down, or I'm just mumbling through the ending here, or just fucking do it. Don't let your emotions take over. Just nullify your emotions, and if you don't know how to do that, hit your head with a hammer. I don't know. Don't do that. Yeah, just go to war and get brain trauma. And then you can come back and sell shitty drugs. I don't know. Don't do that either. Just figure something out. I'm not your mentor. Figure something out. I don't give a fuck. Well, keep listening to Militant Affection, the number one funniest podcast. I know this was a laugh a minute, and that's just how I live. So thanks for listening. Okay. Bye. That's how it's gonna end. Goodbye.
Militant affection. Militant affection.